Look at that. Off in the distance, there is a shipment of processors, and then there's another shipment of processors just leaving our city. Excellent. If you know me and you've been watching, you know I love this data view. I just love seeing the trucks come and go in and out of our city or within the city. I just absolutely love that data view. You can say what you will about the game overall, especially the way it was launched, but there are some things about this game, especially some of these data maps, that even today are just absolutely awesome. So, good morning. Look, the sun is rising. Welcome back to more SimCity, our second city of the region. Kind of our this is our staging point, but we're making some money. And look at this. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. I love thinking about what this city can become, because I would be surprised if this city remains looking like this. I- I'm pretty much certain it's not going to remain looking like this. But look at this. So we sent over to this city plot 2.5 million, and we are now generating in monthly. We're going to be generating just under a million. That's if we didn't do anything. But we've got things to do. I've got to make some decisions. I'm kind of liking. I know it's not a lot, but I'm liking this steady flow of ore exports. That I'm liking. So we may hold on to it for a while. Couple of things. I'm thinking about pausing, but maybe we don't need to. I want to make space. I want to make space for more processors. And I'm looking at how we did this road and it's curving in. So I was going to extend this road. Maybe I can extend it but curve it back out. Or maybe we can just put our processor factory there. There's nothing there anyway. Let's do that. Let's put that. We're gonna lose some industrial buildings. Actually, not that many. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. The other thing that I want to do, it's empty right now, but this keeps filling up with freight. I want to keep my industrial buildings happy, and I'm trying to think of where I want to do it. Maybe we just stay right here. Or freight. So we're going to do 2 freight there. Let's do that. And then let's come over here. And I think it seems like alloy. Let's get rid of this. Let's put down an alloy lot. Okay. All right, we got that. We've got plenty of resources underground, closed, full storage. Let's see what's going on. Maybe we should, instead of alloy, maybe we should have done more ore. Or let's do that. Because that's going to make us... We're making money with that. Or there. Because if it has no place to ship it, full storage. So now we've got... That should open. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. All right. That needs supplies. But there. So it's got one of the two things that it needs, which is alloy. And this storage should be enough. I think every once in a while we're going to have need for alloy, but these two are full. But I don't know if this one trade depot is going to satisfy 3 processor factories, but we can always address that. We'll see. All right. So that takes care of that. Actually, you know what I want to do? Before I continue on with the city, let's come up here. Because there are things that I love the fact that we've got stuff to do. Lots of stuff to do. Let's just get an idea. Let's get rid of this. Yeah, I think we're going to need this space. What happens if we do this? Let's not snap to guides. Okay, never mind. Because we need, if I'm going to do research, I need population for it. I have 160 students. I need 1,000 students. A dorm gives me 1,000. 500 per dorm. Wait a minute, that we just had that just fit. Right? Was I seeing things? I know that just fit. Well, I guess we could come out here. Or let's redraw this road. It's a little bit better. And hopefully that's enough space for a school. I mean, we can always address it when the time comes. Or even put the school over here. And it might not be as big as a dorm. Although, man, that's going to be disappointing if our school does not fit there. But we'll worry about that later. Okay, so that takes care of that. So that'll give us enough students. So we got that. We've got this going. We placed this. Look, that's full. Excellent. Excellent. We may keep that for a while. That's wonderful. We are out of plastic and alloy, but all of my factories have what they need. Good. All right. Now, let's go to the city where the residents are. I think we've been kind of on borrowed time from a health, fire, not necessarily police, but health, fire. I just think we've been dodging. So let's do this. Let's get maybe right around here. Let's do that. Maybe this is kind of our government buildings along here. I'm going to hold off on police. Well, let's look and see. Just one criminal at large, and that criminal has not committed a crime. All right, now, the other thing that I want is I need some high wealth. I don't need a lot, but I need a part of this city that's going to be high wealth, and we already have a medium wealth area. We could have turned this park let's pause. Let's come over to Plaza. Let's get this and one more. That was not what I that's horrible. Wait, what happens if we put this right there? That might be better because the way that, and then let's add on to this park. That might be too much high wealth. That might be too much, but we'll see. I need some high wealth buildings. All right, so now we've got the beginnings of, oh yeah, that's right, they're going to have a bigger footprint. So maybe that's not too much. So, okay, I need 5. I need 5 high wealth houses. We've got health, fire. Okay, we should hit that goal. Hopefully. Got that going. Well, I thought they would want more than one. We could turn one of these into alloy. Good. Good. No rubble, no abandoned buildings. Good. Good. We do have one yellow, but they seem okay. I'm going to put down, I may do a grade school or just to get that skill. If I do that, I would want the school, I would want that traffic flowing in that direction, I believe. Nothing major, maybe something small. How much? So this is, yeah, that's not very expensive. Let's do that. Where can we put? Maybe we just put it out here. Are any of these buildings, what's our, can we just start to upgrade? Yeah, let's do that. Look, it's already changing. Just like that. So now instead of all single family, and then let's do a grade school. Nothing major, just enough. We need maybe some of these high wealth. Right? Four. I need one more. And I was complaining about that footprint of the high wealth, when in reality, I need more high wealth area. Not a lot, but I do need, maybe out by the water. That's hilarious. I was certain that that was too much. It's too big. See what happens. They don't know it yet, but this family that moves into this house is going to have a huge impact on this city, on this region. Oh, and they're going to have a big impact too. All right, what else? What else? We're just about there for an upgrade. Well, I was concerned that we weren't going to be able to support the 3 processor factories with 2 lots, but look, petition to build the academy approved. Excellent. Let's not do it yet, but let's at least get an idea from a size standpoint. Okay. I think that could look pretty cool. What I would want to do is I would want to use guides. Turn on guides. I would want to use guides so that this road was kind of at that same angle as this road. Good. Good. Right? But yeah, let's concentrate on making money. Let's concentrate on our big project. At least I think. Upgrade available. All right. Moment of truth. I need the School of Science and it does not fit. So we would have to put it out here. Which actually looks pretty cool. So let's get rid of this. Because it just... Do we want to trim? Just to make it look a little neater. Nice. We could... We could kind of... I wonder if houses would form. If you click on this, and if we click here, see that line? So actually houses would form. If they weren't going to form, then it would turn red. We could get houses there, single family houses. Is that too much? Ooh. We need to come out here. Uh-oh. Too close to existing. Let's come at it from this direction. I actually kind of like that. Looks nice, but I think that's too complicated. When I extended that, that's better. Let's get some houses. Okay. I like that. That looks more organic than what we had. Let's make absolute sure. So for the great work for solar farm, I need School of Science. See if we can line this up.